What is going on with tanks in Ukraine? While NATO members promised Ukraine 460 tanks after the Ramstein meeting of defense ministers in January, several countries have walked back their commitment and the total pledges now stand at around 380. To make this situation even worse, the 31 M1A1 tanks the United States promised to send in January won't arrive for at least 18 to 24 months. While it was stated the delay would be due to unspecified logistical problems, a more likely explanation for this is that these tanks are currently built to U.S. Army standards for armor, and export variants have a different but less survivable armor, which requires the turret to be replaced. The Lima tank plant is already close to its current capacity upgrading tanks for the U.S. military, and these export version M1A1 tanks would have to be added in catch as catch can. Things aren't looking as bleak as all that, however. The Russian 1st Guards tank army is getting resupplied with more tanks. The 1st Guards tank army is Russia's elite tank force, and one would expect that they will get the latest and greatest that Russia has to offer. However, what they are actually getting are upgraded museum pieces in the form of T-62 tanks with reactive armor and new sights. Not only are these obsolete tanks less effective than modern tanks because of their design, it will cause the formation to field fewer tanks if they are not given additional men. The reason for this is that the T-62 requires a 4-man crew because, unlike more modern Russian and Soviet tanks, it does not have an autoloader. This will almost certainly reduce the unit's combat effectiveness because of the need to get crews trained up for having an additional man in an already cramped turret. This situation will almost certainly work out to Ukraine's advantage. They have been using the Slovenian M55S, a derivative of the T-54-55 tank, which has a 4-man crew. This will aid them in being able to adapt to Western tanks with their 4-man crew much quicker. Also, this gives them the ability to not have to limit the height of tank crew members to 5'6" because there is more room inside the turret of modern Western tanks.